Don't y'all find it a little bit odd that men's trauma and addiction issues lead to them hitting women but never lead to them beating up on men that are their same size? Because I do. I really do. And a lot of y'all are asking, well, why didn't she leave? Why don't women just leave after men are hitting them? Bitch, because we're scared. You know how many times it took me to leave my abusive ex? And how many times it takes women to leave the men that are physically abusing them? Multiple times. Because if you're giving this man everything that he asked for and he's still putting his hands on you, imagine what you think is going to happen after you leave. On top of the trauma bond. And your question shouldn't be, well, why don't you just leave? It should just be like, damn, what support can I offer? It shouldn't be, oh, I don't want to be friends with her no more because she ain't strong enough to leave her. Man, I wouldn't do with that. You don't know what you would deal with until you were in that position. And your friends that are being physically abused and having their heads knocked between the damn washer and dryer do not need your judgment. They need your love and your support. That's what they need.
When I see these women online saying like, I cannot leave my abusive boyfriend, I don't buy it at all. There are so many ways of avoiding it. You can call the cops, you can file for restraining order, and you'll be good. Most of these women, they like toxic relationships. That's what they're sticking around. And we're gonna find out in this video because you saw the thumbnail, you saw the title. That's why we're here. Let's keep it going.
I'm gonna say to you what I have to say to myself every single day, and that is, he has to have someone. He has to have a person there to fill that void of thinking about what he did to me, thinking about how he tore our family apart, thinking about his actions, because that guilt, he can't sit with that guilt and that grief. So he has to have a distraction. He has to have someone there at all times. And I'm focusing on healing, being better for my children, and becoming a better person, and learning my worth, and never allowing someone to ever treat me the way that he treated me. And you need to remember that, because karma always comes back around.
I know our marriage is over. I don't want him back. We're knee-deep in the middle of a divorce. He's waking up in someone else's bed while I'm here. And it hit me harder than I thought it would. And I don't know why. So, forgive how I look this early in the morning, but it's already been a rough morning. You can tell I'm already crying. It's my wedding anniversary today, and because this date has been ingrained in me for so long, of course it was the first thing that I thought about when I woke up this morning. And then I realized, yeah, we're still technically married, but this is far from being a celebratory anniversary. We're knee-deep in the middle of a divorce. He's waking up in someone else's bed while I'm here, and it hit me harder than I thought it would, and I don't know why. I know our marriage is over. I don't want him back, but it's, I guess, just maybe because it's the first anniversary that we're not together.
Listen, if he was truly the monster she probably told her friends he was, this should be a holiday. She should be out to brunch with the girls, popping mimosas, toasting to her freedom. But instead,
when I see a woman is crying after filing for divorce, I understand who is the problem. You know, because if that man was the problem to you, this time right now, you're supposed to be celebrating that moment. You are going to be a free woman, so there's no point of you crying like, hey, he's just waking up on someone else's bed. Like, for what? You know, and I want to talk a bit about that little saying, most women, they are afraid of getting out of toxic relationships. You know, that's not true at all. If it was, and then why are they filing for divorce like crazy? Do you know like how many divorces are happening, bro? Or maybe they see on a relationship they get nothing, you know, but in a marriage they understand maybe they can cash out something. That's why they're just doing it in numbers. If Mike Tyson can have a breakup, bro, they don't care. They're not afraid of men, these women, bro. They are not afraid of you. So if she's sticking around, it means she like and she love toxic relationship. That's it.
Okay, ladies, I'm going to say this with all of the love in my heart. Men are not intimidated by how much money you make. Men are not intimidated by your portfolio. Men are not intimidated by how many degrees you carry. That has nothing to do with it. They don't like the attitude that comes with it. That's the problem. So by now, I'm sure everybody has seen the video of the woman who is spouting all of her accomplishments, which, amazing, okay? Absolutely, I absolutely would take nothing away from this woman, because those kinds of accolades are very hard to accomplish. So, I mean, kudos to her. Absolutely phenomenal job, and a beautiful girl, by the way. The problem comes in where you've got the attitude of, I'm better than you. Or you've got the attitude of, you know, I do all of this. I did all of this. So what are you bringing to me? Men don't care. They don't care. It is wild to me that women put such an emphasis on all of the outer things that they fail to understand that men don't. You could be the ugliest woman on the planet, but if you treat that man with respect, if you speak to him kindly, if you allow him to be the man in the relationship, that's the woman he's gonna pick. And all of these, like, oh, well, Halle Berry got cheated on, and, you know, this woman got cheated on, so ladies, you could get cheated on. And while I am not saying that it is okay for anybody to cheat, what I am saying is it is not all about the outer appearance of things. And that includes the materialistic side of things, or the outer accomplishments, because what matters is what's in here. If you don't have a good heart, if you don't have a good spirit, if you don't have, you're just not a good person, that's where the problem's going to come in.
Up to this point in life, I do believe all women, they do understand men, they don't care about their education. They don't care about their money, you know, how much money they make. They don't give a damn about that because they have no control over it. They do understand, you know. And most of these women, they misunderstanding when men are saying we don't care about your education. They think men are saying don't go to school, like you have to be dumb. No, they don't mean that at all. Most women, they think there is no way they can go to school and having all those qualifications just for nothing. You know, so it means if they've been studying hard for it, working for it, so they have to use it, right? It's a clear logic. It's understandable, but the way you are using it like as a weapon, you know? It's like, hey, I have this, and then you have to do me like this. And it doesn't work like that. And you think because you have it, then you are more important, or maybe you are in a certain level, like there is no man can tell you nothing. You know, so don't include your qualifications, your money, or anything to your relationship. That's a different space.